is going on, guys? Welcome to the Asian stream. Tonight we are gonna be looking for some setups, going over how we trade, and trying to make some money, catch some pips tonight. Hopefully everybody had a good day. It's good to see everyone. Appreciate everyone joining. If you're just joining for the first time, welcome. We're gonna make some money tonight. There's some volume coming in on a lot of these pairs that we've been looking at. We didn't trade the New York session today, but we are trading the Asian session. What's going on, ATHI Anthe? What's up, man? How you doing? All right, so let's break down some of these charts. There's a couple that I'm already not seeing things, but we're going to look at the stuff with the most volume first. Always start with the most volume. Always. GBP USD. That's a chart we like to see. So let's take a look here at GBP USD. Looks like we're going to be getting a ribbon flip here. This is an EMA ribbon. We could get a ribbon flip here, and this could go towards the downside. On the 4 hour, it's a straight big bearish candle right here. We should expect to see this wick down again. That's what I would expect to see. And to at least go to the yellow EMA band. So if we look at that as a possible, it's 31 pips as a possibility. So we're gonna keep this as a sell. Let's look at GJ. GJ is probably gonna go and fulfill this. GJ's a buy right now, 55 pips. It's using the EMA as a strong support. As you can see right here, we've got 4, 8, 12 hours of bullish movement here. So this is going to stay going pretty strong. GJ's a buy. We're just going to see what is the best setup for us to take tonight. AUD NZD is also a buy. I like AUD NZD. We had a full break. So let's look at the 4 hour here. If we get, yeah, we had the ribbon flip, and it's using this EMA ribbon as strong support here. So AUD NZD, I like a buy there. GBP NZD, same thing. Looks like a buy also. So what we do here is we narrow down our charts, figure out which charts we like the best, and then we take our trade. I think GJ is probably going to end up being our trade tonight, just based off this. I took this one earlier today, in the middle of the day. This was a good trade. GBP CAD hit its resistance. This was a strong resistance. Really strong resistance. What's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Appreciate it. We're gonna be making some money tonight. Let's see if we can go 6, 7 streams in a row making money. We have made money on every live stream so far. Asian session, yes sir. You are correct. You are correct. Where that thing's gonna go to. I think GJ's the best, to be honest with you guys. I like GJ buys a lot. So GJ buys because you're gonna fill this wick. It's an uptrend, so you have higher highs and higher lows. This one's higher than this one. So you're on an uptrend here. This is an uptrend. That's a confirmed uptrend on the 4 hour. So with that being said, this is something where we can look to take longs on. I really like this chart. Stuck in a SPY call in the American session. Hope it goes up. Oh man, sorry to hear that. I hope it goes up for you too, man. Let's look at the 1 hour here. We just had a candle open, so It is consolidating a little bit, and you can also consider this probably, this is a bullish pennant right here. A breakout right here would confirm the upswing. So this looks like a buy to me, to be quite honest. This is probably one of the better setups, and AUD/NZD also looked really good. And it's good that we're seeing some pullback because it could give us an opportunity for a good entry. About halfway down this candle would be our entry on that one. About right there. That would be our buy entry on AUD/NZD. So we're going to move these up to the top here. So we have narrowed it down to pretty much 2 charts. GBP CAD's going to go back down too. If we look at the 4-hour, yeah, this is just making a wick. This is going to wick down. This would be a great entry to get in. This is going to be wick down. You're going to see something like this. Let's see here. You're going to see this wick down. We may see it come back up and then go back down, but we're going to fill this zone most likely. That might have already actually even been the upswing. So like this is where it was. It came back up to here, and then you're going to see it come down this way and fill this down here. 2 massive bearish candles on the 4-hour. So that's what I'm seeing over here. So I do like GBP CAD sells. NZD USD, we can mark this one up here. Let's mark this bad boy up. So we always start with our support and resistance zones, always. You've got a couple here. So there's your support and resistance. You've got consolidation right here. Some consolidation with almost no movement. So we're going to see some sort of breakout at some point there. I would expect it to finish the W pattern. You have a huge W pattern here. So if we want to take a look at that, let's see here. I would expect to see that. Right there, that's what I would expect to see. So that's something that we can look at as well, but I'm not 100% sold on that. It's a great W pattern though. And if you were to take that, you're looking at something like 33 pips, which is right in the range of what we like to take. GBP USD is a sell all day. This might be my favorite trade for tonight. We're just going to want to see a little more confirmation that it's going to ribbon flip. But once you get a candle close, once we get a candle close under this right here, this is going to go. That's what you're looking for. Candle close under the ribbon, that's going to go. It's not a bad place to be in, too. Yeah, AUD/NZD is going to go, too. And its next zone on AUD/NZD is not for a lot of pips. Like that's the next zone. So on this one, you could expect to see, I mean, that's, oops, meant to use the measuring tool there. 24 pips, 25 pips to upside. So there's a couple options here. I like these 3 so far. What we're going to wait to see is a little bit more confirmation on GBP CAD. Let's take a look at what the summaries are giving us. So the technicals are pretty much sells and buys, about 50-50. 4 hours of buy and a strong buy on the moving averages. 1 hour and under is neutral and sells. So it's a little bit conflicting. GBP USD, let's check these technicals. Looks like we're going to get the same thing. Sells, except when you get to 2 hours and above, it's buys. So conflicting. GJ, this is buys all the way. It's got to be. Yep, buys all the way across the board. And if we look at GJ on the 4, strong resistance. Strong support right here. Strong support right there. If we can get a full candle close above, that would be nice. That's ideally what we want to see. So we'll write this out. Buys with full candle closure above EMA ribbon. And we're going to turn this thing green so we know we're looking at buys. All right, so that's our analysis on this. It's clearly in an uptrend. If we wanted to draw it out, we could. If we want to draw out our uptrend here, it's an uptrend. It's a clear uptrend too. We're in an uptrend and we're at a strong support and we have higher highs and higher lows. So again, strong support. GBP CAD, so I'm going to get rid of this and we're going to put sells with bearish candle close. All right, so we have what we're going to do with this one. We have GJ written out and we have GBP CAD written out. GBP USD, same kind of thing here. Sells with bearish candle close, so we can actually copy and paste that. You're funny, Ryan. And on this one, we're gonna put buys with close above the zone. All right, so we have our charts set up here. Charts are set up. We're looking solid. Sells with close below, sells with close below, buys with close above, and buys with close above. So we've narrowed down to 4 charts. Now we're going to find the best one based off probably the next 30-minute candle, maybe 15-minute, and see what we're working with here. So let's take a look at these 15 minutes. So the 15-minute on AUD NZD is not my favorite. We could look at the 30. Also not my favorite. Hasn't broke the highs. Hour's still bearish. But that previous bearish candle shows a lot of buying power. Ton of buying power there. So this is probably my least favorite of the three, so I'm going to move this down the list here. GJ, let's look at all time frames here. So the 15, that's what we want to see. Closure above the candle closure above the EMA ribbon. That's what you want to see. So if we can get a closure above, that's going to signal us that this is in bullish movement and we can take buys here. Let's look at GBP CAD on the 15-minute. Again, sells with a bearish close here. You have lower highs and lower lows on this one. So here's your high, here's your high, here's your high, here's your high. Here's your low, your low, your low. They're all lower than each other. We're in a downward trend here. Downward trend. Very obvious downward trend here. I like this trade a lot. We'll just have to see what happens here. GBP USD. Let's take a look here. This is probably going to use this EMA as, and this line, pretty much this red line that I drew, as a new resistance. This is going to be your new resistance. I think you're going to see something like this come up probably to about right here, and then we're going to see it drive down, and your next zone's not till way down here. So this one has the most possible pips possibility. Wow, I can't speak. Possibility just based off of the amount of room and free fall it has until the next zone. You're looking at over 40 pips on this one right here, so that's good. Last one here, AUD NZD. Yeah, I'm still not liking what I'm seeing here. Again, it is above our green line here, which is kind of our support. So I do like that in terms of that. But if we look at the 4, it may have maxed out its buying power here. I haven't really totally broke this. But the upside on this is also huge. 23 pips-ish. So where was Euro AUD? That's the other one I wanted to look at. Euro AUD. Because to me it looked like a buy. On the 1 hour. But you don't have much room till that EMA ribbon. 10 pips or so. Because it's not gonna... We'd have to see a ribbon flip. There's not a lot of room for that to go, so that'd be like a quick in and out. And I'd rather not have that. I'd rather us catch some more pips, but it's still a solid trade. A buy right now in Euro AUD is still a solid trade for at least 6-7 pips. But you're going against the trend. Yeah, the trend switched. Your line's kind of right here. This is the zone that it's going to trade between. This is coming down to create a wick and it's going to go up. GBP USD with a large bullish candle here. GBP CAD, very small green candles, good sign of a reversal. Buying power is getting smaller and smaller as the candle gets smaller and smaller, so that's always a good sign. Be a good time to get in. And then looking at GJ here. Our candles creating quite the wick right now. Still not getting in anything yet. There's nothing that I would definitively say is good to get in. Look at the 15 here. You're about to get a new candle. On all these. GBP CAD's probably the most promising right now. We could get a ribbon flip on Euro AUD also. If we get a ribbon flip on the 15, we're looking toward this zone, and that is 27 pips. Which is solid. It's had 1, 2, 3, 4 hours of buying pressure on this. So Euro AUD looks good, and GBP JPY looks alright too. Strong consolidation here, as you can see. We've had consolidation since 9:45, so yeah. We've had consolidation for quite some time. Look at all that consolidation just sideways. We're waiting for a breakout here. That could be it. Take a look at the 15-minute here. Euro AUD. Not looking too hot for sells. GBP CAD looks pretty good for sells. And if we go back to that 4 hour. Yeah, I see it dropping. I see GBP CAD going for 30 pips. Yeah, I see GBP CAD going for 30 pips. I know it looks like a massive bearish candle, but this is just wicking up to come back down. GBP USD, same kind of thing here. We're waiting to get some sort of confirmation on one of these. But GBP USD looks pretty good with that just straight selling pressure on the previous 4 hour. 1 hour looks alright. If we get a close under this line, this red line, that's going to be a solid indication of a sell. We're going to get right into it though. GJ is growing. I really do like these GJ buys. Alright, we're going to go to the 15-minute here. Take a look at the 15-minute on all these. That sell doesn't look good on the 15. This one does. We had our ribbon flip. It's really having a tough time breaking this. GBP USD, same thing. It's going to come up and use this as a resistance. AUD, NZD, we're not touching. We can look at the 5 here. Yep, as long as it doesn't break the red, it's still a sell. Euro AUD still going. In the short term, Euro AUD is going to net us the most money very quickly. In my opinion. It's got a full directional change here with this hour close being bullish. Look at the 4. Just a full wick up. It hasn't broken the previous high though. I mostly trade on the 4 hour, by the way, guys. So that's where I get most of my analysis from, is the 4 hour and the 1 hour. So whatever looks best on those is what I'm going to take. And it needs to confirm on the 1. We're going to get rid of AUD NZD as a trade. We'll leave that there, but we're going to get rid of that as an option. I think we might get rid of GJ. Because GJ would run opposite of GBP CAD and GBP USD. It's going to run the same, but we're looking at a buy in GJ and a sell in GBP CAD and GBP USD. Those don't correlate because GBP is going to run the same way. Euro AUD still looks like a buy, and it's still moving. So I think GBP CAD and GBP USD are going to be our moves. So we've narrowed it down to 2. And based on the way the candlesticks look right now, GBP USD is the winner. But GBP CAD is allowing us to have a much better entry because it's already made this wick. It's gonna wick down. It's just a matter of time. There you go. Hours flipping bearish. And the next zone here is... The next zone here is pretty much like right here. The next zone is pretty much right here. So GBP CAD. I think we're going to get in GBP CAD sells here. Yeah, we're going to get in GBP CAD sells here. I don't see this moving back up much further. I see this coming down to fill this, and we're looking at 35 plus pips. Yep, GBP CAD sells. That's what we're going to get in. Alright, let me send this in my group here. Stop loss is going to be way up here. Take profit's going to be somewhere down here. Alright. So let's set this up here. We're in a trade, short position. Our we got in at, let's see, 1.85946. 1.8594. Wow, that was a good guess. All right, our stop loss is going to be pretty much like right there. Sent it back. Yeah, I like that right there. And our take profit's gonna go to down here. Just copy this image and send it to the group here. All right, we're in sells on GBP CAD, guys. All right. If you're just joining, guys, we're in sells on GBP CAD. And we're going to enter quite a bit, too. We're going to use a sizable position today. We just got a new 5-minute. We can take a look at that. Anything around that red line, we're gonna enter. That's our entry. That's a great re-entry zone. Ghost Trades 3, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. I'm glad you were able to hop on, dude. I'm going to sell again. I'm going to be in a couple positions here. Probably 3 lots, if not 4. We can grab this too. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate that. What did we sell at? 1.85950. 1.85950. Oops. All right, we'll lock that in. Oh, nice. You golf too, man? Sick. Hell yeah. Have you been watching our streams the past couple days? Just winners. We've been really seeing the markets well. We've been seeing the markets real good. Yeah, we're going to flip bearish here. We'll draw up some lines here so you can see kind of what's going on. But let's... Alright, so we'll put our SL. I really like it right there above that. What is that? 86208. 86. 1.86. 208. Only good in EU and GJ, Euro USD and GJ. Yeah, man, just gotta stick around and watch. I trade anything. I know, like, a lot of traders talk about, oh, I only trade this pair, I only trade that pair. If you know how to read candles and read charts and trade price action trading, you could trade anything. I could jump on the Nas right now and trade. Shit, I could day trade a fucking stock if you want me to. Sorry, I shouldn't cuss, but it annoys me. The trading community as a whole is broken. People think there's only one way to trade and there's only one way to work. It's wild that people think that there's only one way to trade. It's like, nah, there's not. There's a lot more than one way to trade. Amazon. Yeah, you could hold Amazon as a blue chip, Ryan. I wouldn't day trade those. I wouldn't. I mean, you could. You could pull up the markets at 9:30 a.m. or trade pre-market on Webull and trade your little heart away. But it's not the same. It is the same, but it's you need a lot more capital to day trade that unless you want to trade fractional shares, and I ain't trading fractional shares. We just got a new 15-minute candle here. Here's what's going to happen on this 15-minute candle. It's going to create a wick halfway up at this red line and come down. That's what it should do. Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street. That's funny, Ryan. Yep, it's gonna wick down. So let's draw up some slots here where we want to put our take profits. First one's gonna be roughly here. It's where we're gonna get a little bit of resistance. Let's make that green. Our second one's gonna be right around here where we're gonna get our second point of resistance. And our third one is going to be way down here. We're going to get our third point of resistance. All the way would be nice, but I'm not going to get greedy there. Make sure you guys like the stream. I'd appreciate it. Trying to grow. You learn by myself, not back testing, but live testing. Nice. Yeah, that's what I did too, man. Just trial and error over and over and over and over again. I lost so much money when I first started trading because I did trial and error. Oh, God, so much. But you live and learn. Eventually you come out of the trenches with some knowledge on how to trade properly, manage risks properly, manage your emotions properly. There's only really one way to learn, and it's trial and error. I don't care how many classes you watch, YouTube videos you watch. You just gotta learn. You just gotta do it. Gotta get in there, grind it out. That's my philosophy, at least. Got to get in there and grind it out. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to do it. I agree with you, man. Live testing. Live testing is the way to go, in my opinion. It's just what you got to do. This GBP CAD trade is going to be profitable for us tonight. I feel good about it, at least. Let's see what the hour looks like. Yep. Nice doji at the top here. Doji's a sign of reversal. A good sign of reversal, too, at that. Like, the part about penny stocks, you're funny, Ryan. You are funny. If you're just joining, welcome, guys. I appreciate you joining. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on. We go live Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday every week. And we are at 100% win rate on stream right now. Sunday through Thursday. Today will be my last day of trading for the week. I don't trade Fridays. I know some people do. I don't. I take Fridays off. Fridays the market winds down too. Like, there's not as much volume. When there's not as much volume, there's not as much profit to be made. Yeah, you know, I don't even need that on there. You see where I sold. It's pretty obvious by the... May enter again here. See what happens. We got 9 minutes until we're going to get a new candle here. We got 9 minutes until we get a new candle. So, again, smaller bullish candles. They're getting smaller as it progresses up here. Like, here's your body, here's your body, here's your body now. A lot smaller, so the selling pressure is winding down. We're seeing some... the buying pressure is winding down. We're seeing some selling here. I'm in for 2 lots right now. I'm going to enter a 3rd lot. Probably now. Yeah, might as well. If anyone has any questions on why we're in this trade, I can go over and break it down again for you. But I'd be happy to. But it's pretty simple. It really is, to be quite honest with you. Simple price action trading. I'm going to see, we got 7 minutes till a new hour candle here, guys. And the 15, yeah, strong resistance right here. Hasn't moved. Sure, yeah, I can break it down for you. So, we're going to look at this from 3 different time frames. The 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 15 minute. So, first, let's go to the 4 hour. The 4 hour is bearish, and I'll tell you why. You have 3 points of resistance here. 1, 2, 3. or it hasn't broken this zone up here. We had a reversal with 1, 2 huge bearish candles, which is selling power. Bearish is selling power. If we go to the 1 hour now, so that's our analysis on the 4 hour. We've established that it's in a downtrend. It's in a downtrend. Once you establish where it's rejecting and the trend, you can now look at other aspects of the trade. So let's move to the 1 hour. The 1 hour. So on the 1, we've got a couple things to note here. A, we broke our main support right here. We had some support right here, and it broke right through it. So we have what's called a break of structure right here. It broke the structure. When you have a break of structure, you need to see where it's going to come up and retest. That's where we put this red line right here. So we had it break structure. This was our structure right here. It's coming back up to retest, and then ideally we should have it come right back down to here. Because the market doesn't move in a linear fashion. It doesn't just move up and down. It doesn't do that. If it did, we'd all be millionaires. It has ebbs and flows. It goes sideways. As you can see, it charts sideways. It goes down, then up. It's all about figuring out where it's going to move next and where it's not going to move. We know that this is on a downtrend, and our bearish movement is getting smaller and smaller. Now, I may be in early on this trade. Some traders may not get in right here. But let's go to the 15 and break it down even further. On the 15-minute candle, whatever I just did, undo that. Okay. On the 15-minute candle, here's your EMA ribbon. You had the EMA ribbon flip right here. That's a good indication that it's changing directions from moving up to now moving down. So again, before we established on the other 2 time frames that we're moving down. We've also established that this EMA ribbon is being used as a resistance this whole way down. See, it hit it and came back down. It hit it, it came back down. Now it's going to hit it and come back down again. So we're using the EMA ribbon as our resistance right now. We also have a ton of sideways consolidation right here where it's not going up and it's not going down. Well, we certainly aren't going to bet against the trend here. Like I said, we established we're in a downtrend. We're not just going to pick it to go up again against the downtrend, unless we break the previous highs. However, I don't see that happening. In my opinion, this is going down this way. And it all comes back to the 1 hour and the 4 hour. The 1 hour is showing signs of it getting smaller. And again, I may be in this a little early for most people, but this right here, I'll draw it out. This right here is your our new resistance and our previous support. And this was where we had the break of structure right here. So that's where I'm at with it. And I have no problem sitting in drawdown once I know that my analytics are solid. Ty Div, did that help you out, man? Hopefully I explained that. I explained that to the best of my ability here on what we're doing and why we're in this trade. That's how I look at it. Yeah, man, no problem. No problem at all. We're going to hold a little drawdown here. 6 pips. We got 1 minute till a new hour. That was a big bullish move there, going into a new hour. Kind of surprising, but again, we could see it go up to here. We could see it go down, up, down, and then here. We could see that. And in that case, we're just getting another position up here. Because the key is not to over leverage yourself. You want to take small enough positions that you can get in again if it does move the opposite way to give yourself a better entrance. There's a couple different ways to look at it, but that's how I look at it. Well, hammer candle, that was a weird candle to finish on. Let's look at the 4. I think in the next hour we're going to see this come down quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, the basics it comes down to is draw your support and your resistance zones. We're going to get another wick up here, by the way. It's going to come up to here before it goes back down. But your basics are draw your support and resistance zones. If you can identify that, like here was our resistance, here's the area of our next support. And I can even draw this all the way out to here because you had a bunch of traffic where it stopped up here. Draw your support and resistance zones, and then decide where you want to enter a trade at a reversal. A reversal or a break of structure. Break of structure is like one of the, I would say, the most high probability trades where you notice it breaks a structure that it's been continuing on for a period of time. The period of time that I use is the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 15 minute. We might have gotten in this trade a little bit early, which I think we did, as you can see by the bullish movement up. But that support that we drew, or that resistance that we drew right here, is where we're going to see it reverse. And I sit in trades for a couple hours. You know, some guys like to get in and out real quick. I don't mind sitting in a trade. Typically, it's from 7 to 9. 2 hours worth of trading. It's not that tough. I'll be honest with you, you gotta have some balls. Like, to see your account start to go negative is scary to some people. But if you're sound in the technological analysis that you've given to yourself, it's gonna help you. Adele, what's up, man? Glad to have you joining. We're sound in our technical analysis here. I think we are going to get a wick up, though, and it's going to create an opportunity for us to re-enter. It may be for the whole hour, it may be for 30 minutes, but let's take a look at this 15 here. Just a little baby candle, still not breaking the highs, still on a downtrend. And it did the same thing right here. Like, you can see it. It came down, it went back up, came down. We're seeing it go back up, come down. As long as you have those lower highs, each high is lower than the previous one, then each low is lower than the previous low. That's how you identify your trend. That's how you identify your trend. And we've identified the trend. And even on the technicals, it's saying buy, except for the 1 hour and down. You got neutral. 30 minutes is going to be a sell. 15 minutes is going to be a sell. 5 minutes is a buy. It is what it is. 1 minute buys, that's fine. But that's not what we trade on. We trade the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 15. That's where I've had most of, and actually all of my success, is 4 hour, 1 hour, and 15. Now that we've made our technical analysis and we've entered the trade, this is where the emotional aspect of trading comes in. You have to keep your emotions in check. This is where I see people buying and selling and switching up on their analysis, and that's just the absolute worst thing that you can do. Once you've decided, like we did, we made our decision that we're in sells on GBP CAD, that's what we're in. Unless the market gives us a reason to get out. Like, for instance, if it went above our stop loss up here, yeah, we're going to get out. But the chances of that happening, based off everything I've just explained, the probability is low. Hopefully that makes sense. But that's how I look at it. That's how I read my charts. I would like to see a solid bearish 15-minute close here. We just got a new 5-minute. It was a ribbon flip, which is not my favorite. On the 5. But again, we don't technically. Here's our 1 hour candle. Oops. Just cruising back down. And again, this could totally come up and create a new wick up here. Totally could. Wouldn't have a problem with it. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Based on everything that we just saw, this is what is most likely to happen. We want this one. Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, there's 9.7K volume. So there's an okay amount of volume. We are still early. And the other trades we were looking at GBP USD, which is doing the exact same thing. And GJ's a sell. GJ's a sell all day now. We thought GJ was possibly going to be a buy. It's not. Which all GBP pairs are looking like sells right now. That's something else you can do to confirm what you're thinking, is go look at the other ones. Go look at the other ones and see. Go look at the other GBP pairs for the day. Euro AUD looked like a buy to us, and we didn't get in it because I didn't like the price action. I'm glad we didn't. But this is a GBP pair in a downtrend. So let's look at this one too. That it was in a massive uptrend. You had to break a structure. Now it's in a downtrend. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low. GBP USD coming up to retest right at the line here. It's going to drive back down. Our trade, same thing. Same thing. Up and retest, right back down. It depends what broker you have. That's a good question. So is there a difference between the prices on TradingView and the broker values? Yeah, there is. There's always going to be a difference because they're not 100% on. And there's slippage. It depends if you have an A broker or a B broker. So we have it at what, 185.976. My broker has it at 185.9. Let me see, 185.99. And this has it 185.98. So 0.0001% of a difference, or 0.0001 of a decimal point. That's 1,000th of a decimal point, which is fine with me. That's nothing. You know what I mean? That's nothing. I don't know what Exodus is, but I'm not going to speak badly about any brokers, but Exodus, from other people, I have not heard good things. I don't know much about it, though. I'm not going to speak negatively about another trader or another broker. What I've heard from other traders, I haven't heard good things about Exodus. I haven't even looked into it, though. Nor do I care to. Let's look at the 15 here. Oh, shit. We're using that EMA ribbon as a resistance point. What other questions do you guys have about this trade? We have 4 minutes until we get a new 15-minute candle. If we get a bearish close, it's good news. If we get a bullish close, we're probably going to see it on the hour move up to right around here. But regardless, we're still in a buy. I still think it's a buy. Yes, I re-entered twice, so I'm in 3 positions right now for a total of 3 lots, 3 full lots. I entered at a couple different spots, but pretty much all around right here. All my entrances are right around here. And we were talking about commissions the other day, Adele, the broker fees. They took $7 from each position on this one. So $21 in commission goes straight to the broker just for using their platform, which is fine because they have a great platform. So I'll support them all day and making the platform better and putting money into the platform. It's a good broker. I use Liquid Trader and they let me trade at 1 to 1,000. So I have no problems with it. Not really. $21. I mean, our target profit right now, if everything hits our take profits right now, TP3s, we're looking at $817 in profit. So $21 on $817 in profit, it's nothing. You know what I mean? It's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Alright, let's look at the 15 here. We're about to get a new candle. Good, I'm glad it makes sense, yeah. One minute here until we get a new 15-minute. The withdrawal methods. So you can withdraw a lot of different ways. The way I withdraw is I take the money. So you have a trading wallet. So after you transfer it out of your live account into your wallet that's on Liquid Brokers, you then can move it from your wallet. I move it straight into Cash App. And then Cash App lets me just put it straight into my bank account within minutes for like a $5 fee. So I can withdraw my profits within 10 minutes and have it in my bank account and ready to use. That's one of the things I like about Liquid Brokers is how quick their withdrawal process is. I've never had them take a long time to give me my money, ever. That's something you want to look for in the brokers. What does their withdrawal process look like? But yeah, it's a super easy withdrawal process with Liquid. But I don't care what broker you guys use, honestly. You guys can use whatever broker you want. I know some traders are weird about that. They want you to use their broker. Me and Adele talked about this yesterday. I don't give a shit what broker you use. Use what works best for you. You know? Doesn't matter to me. $15-minute candles aren't moving much. We got 10K worth of volume though. 10K worth of trading volume. Which is good. It's a decent amount of volume. GJ has a lot more volume. Oops. GJ has a lot more volume. That's why you can see a lot bigger moves on GJ. It has 22,000. GBP USD has 15,000. Euro AUD has 16,000. GBP CAD has 10K. But technically speaking, based off our analysis, this was the trade I liked the most. We narrowed it down from 5 charts to 4 charts to 2 charts to 1 chart. That's the one we took. Appreciate you guys watching, by the way. Means a lot. I'm trying to grow my following. So having you guys here in the chat watching, appreciate you guys. We got, what, 2 minutes until another 5-minute candle. We can look at the 5. I really want to see the 5 come back under the EMA ribbon. Need to get a flip back this way on the 5, but not really too worried about the 5. 1 hour's still red. 1 hour is still bearish. Again, this could just be coming back down to create a wick and go back up to here. I'm fully prepared for this to go 10 to 11 pips in drawdown. No problem with that. Not over leveraged. No, so what I did, that's a good question. So what I did was I looked at 5 charts to take a trade on and narrowed it down to one chart, this being the chart that we chose, based off what we're seeing with the technical analysis of the candlesticks, the support resistance zones, the price action movement, and the breakup structure. So we narrowed down 5 charts, because when you open your charts for the day and you're looking at the market, you open your charts for the day, you got to decide where you're going to trade. We opened the 5 with the best possibility trades and narrowed it down to 1, because I'm not going to trade multiple pairs at the same time. I'm never going to get in multiple different trades of different pairs at the same time. I'll enter the same trade on the same chart multiple times, but not 2 different pairs, 2 different charts at the same time. You got to make sure they don't contradict each other too. Like, for instance, GBP CAD and GBP USD. Ideally, those two are going to run together because their primary pair, GBP, is the same. If one's selling, the other's going to sell. You don't want to take a buy in one and a sell in the other. You know? But I like this bearish movement that we're seeing on the 1 hour. If we could close red, that'd be great. If not, like I said, the worst amount of drawdown we'll hold is 10 to 12 pips right here. And that's fine. And we'll just get in again. Funk Kids, we're on GBP CAD right now. This is GBP CAD. The Great British Pound to the Canadian dollar. That's what we're in. Sells. I'm going to put this here so you guys can see it, but if you want to learn more, get one-on-one sessions and stuff, go ahead and click that. If not, just keep watching the lives. Go live every day, Sunday through Thursday. I do my best to. We're holding a total of 12 pips negative right now with all of our positions that we're in right now. What are we down to? 86? Yeah. 3% drawdown. That's fine. All right, 7 minutes till a new 15-minute. What's the 5 look like, though? Yeah, it's starting to come down. It's good. 15. See it finish down this wick and keep moving down. 1 hour. Still looks the same. And the 4. Not really worried. Hopefully everybody had a good day today. Tomorrow's Friday. Which is nice. She's just sitting. 11K volume. Volume's starting to come in. It's 8:30 p.m. near me. So Asian Session's starting to wake up and come in. It's already the 5th there. Yeah, you're in Bangladesh, aren't you? That's what you said, right? It is still the 4th here. What are we sitting in right now? Let's see. We're holding 4.4 pips in drawdown. It's nothing. 4.4 pips. Maybe a little more. It's starting to move again. How'd that 5 close? It's alright. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow, Adele. It'll be fun, though. I appreciate you asking. It's tomorrow. She's in for some surprises. You'll see. I'll post it on my Instagram. Yeah, it's gonna be tomorrow. Got 273 subscribers. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you, everyone who subscribed. It means a lot. Yeah, I got lucky with that. Otherwise, she probably would have been pretty pissed if I was trading on her birthday. Teddy Waves, what's up, man? Do you buy Bitcoin? Do I buy Bitcoin? No, I stay away from Bitcoin right now, to be honest with you. I like trading foreign exchange markets better. Not the biggest fan of Bitcoin, just because the volatility. We got 2 more minutes until we get a 15-minute candle here. Got 2 more minutes until we get a 15-minute. Let's see this print red. That'll be good. See another bearish candle. If you're just joining us, we're in sells on GBP CAD, Great British Pound to the Canadian dollar. We got in sells right here at 1.85946. We're currently sitting in 2.7 pips of drawdown, which for my account size is $69. Which is fine. Again, if you can't stomach drawdown, trading may not be for you. It's tough. It's tough seeing those red numbers. Pushing toward the downside, going into the last minute of the 15-minute candle here. Oh boy. That's a nice move. It's a nice move on the 15-minute there. Keep pushing down, baby. Yeah, man, it does. That's why you just got to keep those emotions in check, man. Get all nervous and crazy over seeing some red numbers. Just can't do that. And we talk about it every day, not over leveraging your account, making sure you're taking positions that your account can hold if you're going to sit and draw down. You obviously decide when you talk about risk management in your plan what you're willing to hold and draw down. It shouldn't be a lot though. A couple $1,000 account, $100, $200 isn't a big deal, but if you have a couple $1,000 account and you're sitting $500, $600, $700, $800 in negative, that's, you might not have set your stop loss properly there. There's a threshold, and it's hard to learn. Some people think there's a formula for it. You should only hold 5% drawdown or 10% drawdown. It's up to the trader. It's what the trader is willing to do. I'm already in 3 lots right now. 3 one-lot positions. So I'm probably not going to get into another one, to be quite honest. But if it does move up to this yellow zone here, I will enter another position. I'm that confident in the trade, so I know I say never fall in love with a trade, but if you're confident in your trade, you're confident in your trade. Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, they allow. Let me check that actually. Let's see if they allow bank transfers for withdrawals. No. So they allow Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, USDC Sol, USDTRX, USDC Ethereum, and Solana. So if you have a Phantom wallet and you like to trade a lot of crypto, you have a Phantom wallet, you could transfer it right into your Phantom wallet, sell all of the cryptocurrency that you're transferring it over in, put it right in your bank account. I personally just use Cash App. It's the quickest way. Cash App allows you to buy and sell Bitcoin, transfer it into my Cash App, sell the Bitcoin, put the cash in my bank account. Best way to get it into fiat currency, in my opinion. It'd be nice if we don't break this high. That'd be a good sign. Yeah, it's just a waiting game. Just gotta sit on your hands now. Just gotta sit on your hands and wait, see what happens. Take a look at this 1 hour. No, we're in GBP AUD, man. Or, I'm sorry, GBP CAD. GBP CAD is what we're in. I genuinely think we're going to see it possibly bounce off here before it comes back down. But it's just a waiting game now. We shall see. We shall see what happens. Honestly, you could watch YouTube videos, you could watch lives, you could watch... I mean, YouTube's a pretty good way to learn. I have an ebook. You can certainly, you know, go on my website, get the ebook for yourself. That's a really great place to start. I know Adele started reading the ebook. Find someone that knows a lot about trading or has been trading for a long time, or use the internet. The internet allows you to get infinite information nowadays. So, I mean, research price action trading and candlestick patterns. That is the foundation of trading, is price action trading and candlestick patterns. Support and resistance. That's the foundation of it. So if you're going to start to learn somewhere, that's where you want to start. Yeah, the ebook's got a lot of stuff, man. It took me, like I said, it took me like a year to write it. I put everything that I learned into that ebook just to get out there. It's only 25 bucks, and you get access to the Telegram channel. But I'm not trying to sell you. I'm just saying there's a lot of avenues that you can go to learn how to trade. But finding someone, like, I wish I had somebody to learn from, because I just taught myself, and it took a lot longer than it should have. Because just using trial and error with your own capital is a lot harder to learn than it is to, you know, just actually do your research and read. I was stubborn. I needed to learn for myself exactly what works and what doesn't. So that's what I did. All right, we got a couple minutes here until, what do we have, 23 minutes until we get a new hour candle. It's continuing to move up too, which is fine. We're all good with this. And we're only sitting in a couple pips negative. I mean, what? 5.8 pips drawdown. Not a big deal. Yeah, man, of course. And you could always learn, too, just by watching the streams. Like, watching someone else trade live, you can learn too, as long as they break it down and explain it to you. But just jumping in trades saying, oh, I'm in profit, you know, it's tough to learn that way. It is struggling to break this high, which is a solid sign. But right here, it has not broken this high all hour. It's been 40 minutes, and we haven't broken this yet. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that. Heck yeah, that's awesome, man. Plus, what are you going to do watching the NBA? Bunch of overpaid athletes flopping all over the floor. It hasn't broken the previous high on the hour candle, which is another really good indication. Again, if it breaks the high, the most it'll go is to up here. Like, this is the highest that it'll go before it rejects. But I don't know if it'll even go that high. Thanks, Adele. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, dog. It's pinned in. Oh, you're on Twitch. That's why. You're on Twitch, that's why. I have it pinned on YouTube. Ty Div? Is that how I pronounce your name? I don't know if I said that right. I might have butchered it. Sorry. Yeah, I'm multi-streaming on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, X, and I think that's it. Yeah, I used to stream on TikTok, but unfortunately, they don't like me. TikTok's tough, man. They ban you for anything. I just don't think they like trading because it's considered financial advice. Anything financial. Ah, cool. I said it right. Ty Div. All right, good. Yeah, 4 more minutes until we get a new 15-minute candle here. And it's struggling. It still hasn't broken the previous high on the hour. Which is solid. Yesterday's trade. What were we in yesterday? Let me take a look. We can go over that. Yesterday's trade was Euro AUD. Oh, yesterday's trade here I can show you. So here, I'll show you guys. Yesterday's trade, yep. So we put right here, shorting Euro AUD at 7:09 p.m. yesterday. Here, let me hold on. Whatever. I was hoping to just get rid of that. There we go. So yesterday, we at 7:09, we said shorting Euro AUD. At 9:32 p.m., we were 14 pips in profit, and I told everybody to move their stop loss to break even or use a trailing stop, and it's a risk-free trade. So if you move your stop loss to right where you entered, and it touches that, you're out, no harm, no foul, no loss, no make. Or if it keeps going, which it did in our case, keeps going down, like it did. Nice to meet you, Ty Dev. I appreciate you turning in, man. And then when we closed in full at 16.5 pips in profit. This was our trade yesterday. And that was at 10:50 p.m. So that's what happened with the trade from yesterday. Closed in full. Now we actually closed in full at 16.5. Right here. Yeah, 16 and a half pips in profit. It depends what lot size you use. You can use pip calculator. Just Google pip calculator and type in the size of your account. Type in a $300 account at, say, 0.05 of a lot, 0.01, 0.05 of a lot, and type in 14 pips and it'll tell you. We just got a new 15-minute. Let's take a look. Didn't break the previous high again. It's a good sign. Also didn't break the previous low. We're just sitting right here. We're living right here. Ideally, our break of structure is this way, not this way. We don't want to see that. But we are just hanging out right here. Love to see this drive down to about right here and then get another movement down that way. We're only sitting in drawdown 3.8 pips. It's nothing. Really is not a lot. Hey Matt, got disconnected for a while. I didn't catch any of the reply from your last comment. Oh, alright. So yeah, so if you had a $300 account, just Google a pip calculator. I think babypips.com is a good one. And type in the account amount you'd have, so 300. Use like 0.05 as your lot size and type in 14 pips and it'll tell you exactly how much. I use a pip calculator when I am trading to calculate how much I would lose or make, so that's the way to do it. Alright, we're still in GBP CAD sells, guys. GBP CAD sells. We're holding a little bit of drawdown here. What, 4.5 pips. Again, not a lot. We're going to get a new hour candle here in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, we're going to get a new hour candle. But it's a solid trade right now. We have not broken the previous high of the last hour candle, so this should signal a reversal. I've moved from Twitch. Oh, Thailand Divers. Nice, man. Oh, good. I appreciate you on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications. Yeah, I'm trying to get monetized on YouTube, so I appreciate that a lot. YouTube's hard to get monetized, man. It's the watch hours that's hard. Make you have, I think it's like 3,000 watch hours. Yeah, 3,000 valid public watch hours in 365 days. We're halfway to the subscribers, though. We're at 274. You got to get to 500. Yeah, man. Yeah, as you know, it's tough. Well, we got 8 minutes until we got a new 4-hour and a new 1-hour candle. So this new hour is going to be pretty significant. It's going to be pretty significant. It's going to be pretty significant here in the next 8 minutes when we get this new 4-hour and this new 1-hour candle, because the 4-hour is going to give us some really solid indication of what's going on here. I think we should see a bearish candle form and move toward the downside here. So, with the 1, like I said, it's really good. It has not broken the previous highs of the previous bearish bullish candle. And we're only sitting in slight drawdown, like I said, 4 pips. I think we're going to see this wick up to baby right here and then just drop down. Because there's a lot of selling pressure coming back in here going into the last 7 minutes of the... Yeah, last 7 minutes. I mean, there's a lot of selling pressure. And we didn't break previous highs, like I said. Super solid. Let's see, we probably got... Did we ever check that other 15-minute candle? Yeah, it's staying bearish, and... it's respecting this EMA ribbon as a resistance zone. So the respect of the EMA ribbon is also important. Wonder if the 5 ever flipped. It flipped, but it's coming back. What have been 5 through? Yeah, this right here. So where we've been sitting since we got in. I like what I'm seeing going into the last 5 minutes of this 4-hour candle. I really do. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm almost at 3 grand now on this second account, the smaller account. And there's the bearish movement we've been waiting for. We went from being almost 150 in drawdown to look at this candle move going into the last 4 minutes now. Didn't break the previous highs at all, and we're having some serious bearish movement coming back to our entry, which is good. And we're at 13.57K in volume, so the volume's getting up there, which is good too. We've got some solid volume. Yeah, I'm good. What's up, Chris Hardman? Great. Yeah, it's a pretty good amount. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with the profit so far. But most importantly, we're documenting it. That's the fun part. Doing it live. We got 3 minutes until we have a new candle coming. If you're just joining us, welcome guys. We're in GBP CAD sells. Shorts on GBP CAD. We're sitting in like 2.5 pips of drawdown. Yeah, journaling them while trading live. Got 2 minutes left. Sells on GBP CAD. Didn't break the previous highs on the hour candle, and we're about to get a new 4. Should get some decent movement here on the 4 and on the 1 at 9 o'clock. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. I know I am. Going into the weekend, last day of trading for the week. I'm gonna close with a profitable week. That's always good. It's nice to go into the weekend knowing you just made some profits. It's always a good feeling. Yeah, we'll see. I still don't have a problem with it. Like I said, it could go up to here and I wouldn't be worried. This would be our retracement zone. I wouldn't be worried at all. If it breaks this, we'll mitigate risk, but I don't think it's going to break that, personally. Me? Like 5 years. Seriously. Yeah, it took like 5 years. Like 5 solid years. I'd make money and then lose it, make money and then lose it. Once you get a system down, though, it's a totally different story. As long as you follow your rules. Like, following your rules is the hardest thing to do. I have them written down on this, like, little whiteboard. Just to remind myself, you know? Don't get greedy. Don't trade over a certain amount of lots. Don't over leverage your account. If you take a trade, stick with it. Wanting to make money from my computer. That's what made me not quit. What software do I suggest? I use Liquid Traders. I don't know if it's available everywhere, but this is what I use. I'll show you. This is what I use. I don't really care what you use, but this is what I use to trade on. I use Liquid Brokers, and I believe they let you trade from all over the world. See what happens here. Let's look at the 4. Yeah, I'm really not worried. Didn't break the highs for the past entire hour. Probably won't do it either again. And if it does, it's another opportunity for us to get in on another position. I wouldn't mind getting in on another position, honestly. So if it gives us this area, just get in another position. Still not over leveraged. Again, if you're just joining, guys, welcome. Make sure you like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys joining. So we got like 10 live viewers on the YouTube side, so at least that's what this says. I appreciate you guys. We're in GBP CAD cells. We just got a new 4-hour candle and a new 1-hour candle. Again, this is why I said I wasn't worried. The 4 is just... We'll see. If it breaks previous highs, it'll go to the yellow box up here. If it doesn't, might just get a straight bearish candle. We're going to be in this trade for a while, though, I can tell you that. At least probably 2 hours. That would be my guess. Nah, maybe another hour. Depends what this candle does. If we come down and fill this wick, the 10 o'clock candle should continue down in a bearish manner. Our TP1 is what? 8.6 pips. TP2 is 21. TP3 is 35. So it depends what you want to do. Some people like to get in and out quick. My trades are typically 1 to 3 hours. Nice, you're in the UK? Nice. I figured by the mate. Said hello, mate. I figured. I'm in Florida, in the US of A, where it's warm all year and you can play golf all year. If it's less than 60 degrees, I don't play golf. We're spoiled down here. There's some bearish movement. Yeah, you can't see, before you couldn't see the Thailand divers because he was messaging on Twitch. You couldn't see it because it was on Twitch. Yeah. It's alright though. We're all on YouTube now. It's bearish movement. Let's see if the technicals changed at all. Yeah, the 1 hour flip to neutral. That's solid. The 30 minutes is neutral. The 15-minute flip to a sell and the 5-minute flip to a sell. So the technicals are moving in our favor as well. Can look at the 4. It's bouncing. Yeah, UK golf is tough, man. You guys love the rain over there. I don't know who gets more rain, Florida in the summer or you guys over there, because we get a lot of rain too. But at least it's warm rain here. You guys got that cold rain. No one likes that cold rain. At least I don't. We're going to see what happens here. Let's look at the 15, see what we got. Some bearish candles, and nothing broke this line yet, which is solid. This was one of our lines that we were looking at. Yeah, man, it is tough to save, especially in this economy. Man, everything's expensive now. Shit, I went to the grocery store today, and I spent $80 on nothing. I swear, I walked out of there with 2 bottles of wine, some flowers, and a couple other things. It was like 80 bucks. We're at almost at 15K volume. Yeah, that warm rain is different. No, I don't have a Discord server. Just Telegram channel. I don't do Discord. It's too confusing. To me, it is, at least. And you gotta have moderators, and then there's different channels. And then people just try and do too much. They got a video game channel, a trading channel, a meme channel, this channel, that channel. It's just, it's too much. We might break the highs for the first time. Maybe not. It wants to break the highs. It's trying, but it's just not happening. Oh, really? Huh. Maybe I should pay you to make me one. I don't know. I just don't find them as effective. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I think Discord is too confusing. It just seems like a lot to manage. Like, you have to have a moderator for everything. It just seems like a lot. It's just my opinion. I like Telegram, personally. It's just so much easier to use. Like, all I do is, like, I can tell them everything I want, and that's it. If you want to message me personally, message me personally. But I have 169 people in this one. Yeah, 169 people in this one. And I mean, this is good enough for me, and I've been using this for years. I mean, this goes back, this is December of last year, December 2024. I used to put my logo on, like, all the trades, but, like, this is December of last year. I mean, I've had this one for a long time. You go all the way back to 2023, May of 2023. Wow, I've had this thing for years. Yeah, I might even go back to 2022. But you get the point. Used to live in Thailand. Golf was great, hence Thailand Divers. I run a digital side of a dive company and have some time online. Thought I would use spare time looking at trading. Nice. That's awesome, man. I've heard Thailand is pretty cool. I've always wanted to visit. It looks like it's cheap to live there, too. There's like a lot of streamers that go and live there because it's cheap to live. Heard you can get like a luxury apartment for like $400 a month. USD. We're just sitting in this consolidation area right now. But like I said, we still haven't broke the previous highs of those other hour candles, so tough couple hours just sitting. 5 pips drawdown. Not too bad. Let's see what happens here. I thought we were going to get more movement on the 9, to be honest with you. When you're young with no kids is the key point there. Yeah, I have no kids. No kids. I'm 32. No kids. I don't want kids, to be honest with you. We have news tonight? I didn't even check that. No news tonight. That's good. Tomorrow, there's a ton of Canadian news. Tomorrow, you got employment change, unemployment rate, and you got USD core price index, consumer sentiment, and inflation expectations. Got a lot of news tomorrow. Again, another reason I don't trade Fridays. We're just waiting to see what happens here, guys. Still in GBP CAD sales, guys. We have not broken the high for now 3 hours, which is a great indication of a reversal. We're just waiting for it to drop. And sometimes it takes time. That's trading. Get used to it. Get used to it. Just gotta sit on your hands for this one. And like I was saying earlier, I still stand by my technical analysis of this trade. It's some retracement that's going to take us right back down. Hopefully down to here, which is the next real zone. I should go now. Problem is I work too much. I need to make time for stuff like that, but I work too much. The blue platform name? What does that mean? Gift section. I don't know what you're even talking about. I see all your comments, Adele. Both in Streamlabs, where I'm streaming from, and on YouTube. I don't know what you mean, man. I see all your comments, Adele. Both in Streamlabs, where I'm... Oops. 275 subscribers. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Halfway to the goal of 500. It's awesome. Thank you, guys. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. I've never seen that. That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that, but... Oh, I see. Okay. It's weird that it does that. Alright, let's look at the 15 here. Consolidation. Consolidation, consolidation. Just consolidating. Let's get a break toward the downside here. Could be. Yeah, that could be why, honestly. I pinned it anyway. If anyone wants to look at it, they can just look at the pinned comment. That's all I have to say about that. Tell you what, it's getting late here, guys. We got over 15,000 in volume. We have the volume. Just the Bears and the Bulls are about even right now, so we're not getting any movement other than this consolidation on the 15-minute. Still with no break of the highs, previous highs, which is solid for us, but It's kind of a brutal waiting period. But that's the name of the game. Unless you get some snipes like we did all week. We had some fucking snipes this week. Nah, you don't have to. And the Asian session turns into the London session anyway. We're bearish on the 1 hour, which is good. I think that's the highest that we're gonna go. Personally, based off this last chart, we haven't broke these highs in 3 hours. We're just going to need a big body candle to finish out this wick and move downward. It's just taking some time today. You could. They're all doing the same thing. I gotta stop doing that. I see why we're having the issues that we're having. Not necessarily issues, but this area and this area. All these long wicks right here with bodies that closed in this area are all about right here. This is the traffic that we're fighting. Is price action here, here, here. You didn't really have it right here. It blew through it right here. But yeah, back here, this is all on the same line there. So everybody's deciding what they want to do. Still bearish though. We got 6 minutes here until we get a new 15. And we're probably going to call it then. So I'm going to stay in this trade. I fully believe in this trade. I'm not getting out of this. But probably going to end the stream here in the next 5 minutes because I'm exhausted. It's 9:30 here. I got to be up at 5:30. But we're going to stay in this trade. This consolidation below the EMA ribbon is a good sign. And if you're in the Telegram channel, I'll obviously keep you updated. Always do. Sunday night. Yeah, your Monday. My Sunday night. It's late for me, though. I got a long day tomorrow. It just can't break the previous highs. We'll see what happens here in the next 4 minutes. The 15 still can't break it too. The 15, the hour just won't break this, which is solid. The bulls are trying, they're just not succeeding. Not succeeding. Oh, we got 3 minutes. Oh, this could be the first time we break the highs in 3 hours. Could be. See what's going on here. It's trying, not succeeding. Thanks, man. It's just some copyright-free music, because can't play music with copyrights, otherwise it gets removed off YouTube. And that's the last thing I want, is to put in all this work and then have it removed because of some music. You know? Let's flip red on this. Over 16K volume. Give it one more minute, guys. See what happens here. See if it breaks the highs. Like I said, worst case, we see it go up to here and then reject. Something like that. That's worst case. Best case, it doesn't even break this white line. So if you want to mark up your charts or take a screenshot of this, this is what we got. This is what we got going on. Anyway, guys, look, I appreciate everybody watching here. Make sure you guys take a look at this chart. Take a screenshot. Do whatever you need to do. I'm going to hop off. I got to go to sleep, but I'm going to stay in this trade. I put the link in the description there, or the link in the... I pinned the link if you want to get into my group where I post all these trades. There's some movement. But I post all these trades and I keep you updated throughout the whole time of where I'm at, what we're doing. But I really appreciate you guys watching. Adele, Thailand Divers, everybody who's watching. Looks like we got 7 or 8 people live, and I appreciate that. It's the most we've had in a while, so keep an eye out on this trade. This is going to go into profit for us at some point here, and we're not going to get liquidated, I don't think. It would have to go all the way up here. I just don't see that happening. So, I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And we'll be back Sunday night. If you have any questions, you can DM me on Instagram, Telegram, I think even YouTube. You might be able to just comment on one of my videos. I'll be happy to reach out to you and answer any questions you guys have. Here to help everybody win in the trading world, you know? It's not easy out here, but we're staying in this. Thank you guys. Have a great night, everyone.